Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has opened his palace for public visits. The palace, previously shut off from the public for decades, boasts centuries of rich Ethiopian history. The palatial compound has been renovated to hold a museum and it's expected to generate revenue for the country. CGTN's Coletta Wanjohi takes us on a tour of Ethiopia's new tourist attraction.
At the top of the hill stands the palace of Emperor Menelik, Ethiopia's ruler from 1889 to his death in 1913. He is most famous for repelling an Italian invasion in 1896. This was a waiting room for his guests. His queen had her own chambers, and another wing was for the princes and princesses. Some of the architectural details show the presence of Indian traders in Ethiopia in the second half of the 19th century.
It was empty before, so it should not be visited as empty as it is. So what is done is that some historical objects that used to be in the palace were collected from the National Museum, the Addis Ababa Museum and other places, and they will be exhibited there.
The emperor's crown was kept in this throne house. The emperor ruled with absolute authority. Ethiopia's last emperor, Haile Selassie, ruled from 1930 to 1974 and sought to modernize his country. He is recognized as one of the founding fathers of the Organization of African Unity. Selassie was overthrown in the 1974 revolution, and these buildings have been off limits to the public ever since.
This place has been Ethiopia's heartbeat and political center for the past 132 years. But since the revolution particularly, it was close to people. Nobody is allowed except political officials and people who work around. Now it's open to the people with all its history, bad or good.
This traditional park contains spices and tree species from all over Ethiopia. The zoo is yet to be completed, but will house Ethiopia's rare black lions. The species is found only here and has been preserved in the zoos since 1948. Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed decided early this year to open up his compound to promote tourism. The project is funded by the United Arab Emirates to the tune of over $160 million.
Does come every day. He has been monitoring the development and the progress, encouraging all of the people that have been engaged in that. So this process of his actual engagement has really enabled people to tap into their own energy to ensure that it's completed, the restoration work is completed within a short period of time.
A ticket will cost either $7 or $33. The higher price includes a guided tour and unlimited time within the park. Initially, the Unity Park will allow between 1,000 and 1,500 visitors per day, but the Prime Minister's office says this number will be reviewed with time. As work continues to beat a deadline of December for full completion, the Prime Minister hopes this project will attract visitors from Ethiopia and around the world. Coletta, Wanjohi, CGTN, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.